Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners at the Kingdome. On the mound for Detroit is Jack Morris, whose record is 9-9 with a 4.21 ERA. And pitching for the Mariners today is Mark Langston, whose record is 14-10 with a 4.11 ERA. So a tough loss yesterday, starting off the series against the Mariners. Ricardo Saenz hit his American League leading 26th home run in the 8th inning, and that was enough for the Mariners to get the victory. Jim Pate threw 12 strikeouts against the Tigers, did not get the complete game. They brought out that little bullpen tugboat car and brought in Manny Sarmiento to get his 22nd save on the season. And the Tigers lost. So we have our second game of the series today. We got Jack Morris on the mound. Morris looking for a slump buster. Man, I had a lot of slump busters in my life. And if I could give one to Morris right now, this guy has not won in forever. We're going to talk more about him here in a few moments. As you can see, the current Mariners lineup is batting .291 against Morris. All of our bullpen is available today. And our lineup versus the lefty, Mark Langston. We have Dawson in right. We have Kevin Bass DHing. And Murray is playing first base as we're going to give the day off to Greg Brock. What I didn't mention yesterday, I forgot to mention, is with Trammell now on the IL for another 30 days. We brought up Howard Johnson. We were going to see him anyway when the rosters expanded in September. So Howard Johnson is up and in on the bench. We may see him before this series is over. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Tigers' official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting seventh in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting eighth and DHing today is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Mark Wagner. Lefty Mark Langston on the mound, leading the American League in strikeouts. He's got 168 in 188 innings pitched. That 14-10 record, the 14 wins, right up there with the league leaders in wins. He has 5 complete games and 1 shutout on the season. His fastball, though, only tops out around 89 miles an hour. Fastball being his best pitch, rated at 93, with a great slider. Rated at 85. He's got a curveball and a changeup just below average. His overall rating is a 90 out of 95. And look at the power. Even though I'm not really sure how I understand that, is his fastball is only 89 miles an hour, but the power rating is 99. I'm not sure. I mean, if you said command or location or whatever was great, then that would make sense, but I don't know how an 89 mile an hour fastball can have a 99 power. That's what I'm getting at. There's the defensive alignment for the Mariners today. Anything of note differently defensively? Nope. Looks like the same as yesterday. Here's Rickey Henderson leading off against Langston, batting .317 this season versus left-handers, and a base hit into left. Do we go for 2? Yes, we do. And Henderson is safe with the double. That is his 10th double on the season. And Henderson in scoring position for Lou. Pardon me, folks. Lou 1 for 10 in his career versus Mark Langston. Hits a high fly ball to center field. That should be deep enough for Henderson to tag. He does. Rickey on third for Sticky Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher strikes out on a low inside fastball. Fastball was 90 miles an hour there, so a little bit faster, a tick faster. First K for Langston, and then Lance Parrish steps up and flips it to right, where it'll be caught by Joe Simpson. So we strand Rickey. We go to the bottom of the first. Here is the Mariners lineup rundown for today's game against Morris. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Harold Reynolds. Batting second at shortstop is Spike Owen. Batting third in center field is Dave Henderson. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo Saenz. Batting fifth and catching is Tom Pagnozzi. Batting sixth and DHing is Bob Pate. Batting seventh at third base is Dave Edler. Batting eighth at first base is Bruce Bochte. And batting ninth in right field is Joe Simpson. Jack Morris. I'm losing faith in Morris. 107 Ks and 160 innings pitched with that 9-9 record. Looking at his log, you'll see here, look, it's been since June 22nd since he's had a win. Really terrible pitching since the All-Star game. Maybe that's what wrecked him. I don't know. His last outing was not horrible. He only gave up 2 hits, but he gave up 5 walks. So a total of 4 runs in those 7 innings against the Rangers. So we really do need Morris to bounce back. Our starting pitching, which was our strong suit, has really become our major weakness here. Blyleven's done nothing for us, but pitched 500 baseball, and Rosie's been spotty. As you take a look at the Tigers' defensive alignment. Here's Harold Reynolds leading off against Jack Morris. Morris walks him. Unbelievable. Will Reynolds be going? Oh, a strikeout of Spike Owens. Reynolds sticking close to first. Only 1 attempt yesterday, and Parrish threw out the base runner. I believe that was Edler. And then a second strikeout, back-to-back Ks, as Dave Henderson takes strike 3 looking. Let's go bring up yesterday's hero, Ricardo Saenz, and there's the stolen base from Reynolds. Number 32, that is equaling Rickey Henderson's stolen base total. Reynolds in scoring position then for Ricardo Saenz. And a comebacker to Morris. And Morris can't handle it. Everybody's safe. First and third for the catcher Pagnozzi. Ground ball hit sharply at Whitaker, and that'll do it. So the leadoff walk and the error by Morris, all for naught. We go to the top of the second. No score. Gibby, Murray, and Dawson do up. Here's Gibbon. Gibby. The Gibster strikes out looking. 2 down. Eddie Murray up. Hey, a base hit for Murray in the center field. He had that 3-game hitting streak come to an end. And he bounces back with a base hit. Here's the other Tiger that's really struggling, Andre Dawson. Season-long struggles, really lost his right field position because of it to Eddie Miller as Dawson flies out to right. Next up is Kevin Bass with 1 down. Flipping it to right center field, it falls in for a hit. Murray hustling into third base, and Kevin Bass has a base hit to right. 3 hits for Detroit. And a chance for Marky Wags to give us the lead. Wags strikes out swinging. All fastballs right down the middle. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Bob Pate leading off against Morris. Morris threw 23 pitches in the first as Pate gets a base hit into center field. He had 2 hits yesterday. This is a good hitting team, and Morris walks Edler. We do not need to put base runners on the base pass for the Mariners. They're going to do it themselves as Bochte swings at a low pitch, popping it up for the first out of the inning as Eddie Murray makes the play. One down. Here's Joe Simpson batting .301 versus right-handers. And Morris strikes him out, 3 Ks. So Morris rising to the task of competing with Langston for Ks today. And then a slow roller to Wagner. And Wagner throws out Reynolds at first. We're going to the top of the third. Both teams stranding a lot of base runners so far. Henderson leading off the top of the third. Almost catches him on a curveball. They call it a change. Grounder to short, and Henderson is out. One down for Lou, and Lou takes strike 3 looking. 4 Ks for Langston. It's going to leave it up to Mickey Hatcher, and Hatcher sends it to center field. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. Spike Owen leading off, 3 for 4 in his career against Jack Morris. And he drops a base hit into right center field. Leadoff man is on for Dave Henderson. Henderson only batting .233 versus right-handers. Popping it up into the outfield grass behind shortstop. And looks like Wagner makes the play. 1 out. Ricardo Saenz up next. Slams it into right center field off the wall for a double. Owen had to hold just enough to make sure it wasn't caught. So he's at third base. Maybe should have scored on that. We are going to pull the infield in for this with the catcher at the plate. Ground ball to short. Owen, is he coming home? He is. Gunned down at the plate for the second out. Costly mistake as Bob Pate steps in against Morris with 2 down. Morris 1 pitch away from getting out of this. That was the wrong pitch. As he walks Pate. Third walk today. And that's going to bring up Dave Edler with the bases loaded. He does have a little bit of power. 9 home runs this year. And he sends it to center field. Caught by Henderson for the third out. So Morris has given up 6 base runners, 7 if you count the error, in 3 innings. That is not a good whip. But the score is tied at 0 as Lance Parrish steps in. He crushes it to dead center field off the wall for a double. That is Parrish's team-leading 19th double on the year. And the leadoff man is in scoring position for Gibson. Gibson bats .242 versus lefties. He does struggle a little bit. I've been letting him play every game in there versus lefties as he sends it deep to center field. Parrish will tag, take third base. They're playing the infield back as Eddie Murray steps in. A ground ball should score Parrish. Oh, he pops it up. Anywhere in the infield would have scored that run. Murray, absolute trash. 2 down for Dawson, and Dawson. That's all Murray had to do. Dawson grounds out to second. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Bochte, Simpson, Harold Reynolds due up. Yep. That was coming a mile away. Home run for Bruce Bochte, his 14th on the year. And the Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Another walk. Morris at 69 pitches. Not nice. Reynolds popping it up to Wagner. There's 1 down. Next up is Spike Owen. And Simpson steals second base. His 21st stolen base on this season. Ties a career high in scoring position. I mean, this team is deadly. I mean, they've got power. They've got speed. Play good defense. Pitching seems to be good. I mean, come on, Morris. He's walking these light-hitting middle infielders. What has happened to Morris? And then he hits Dave Henderson. I mean, I really ought to take him out right now. I think we need to at least give him a chance to turn two. We're not going to bring the infield in. We're just going to play back, try to turn a double play. We'll take that. Pop up into foul ground on the third base side. Lands right in that dude's hair. 2 down. Here's Tom Pagnozzi. He's been up a couple times with RBI opportunity. Ground ball to short. And that'll do it. So the home run by Bochte is the hit that gives them the lead. And that'll be it for Morris. I am not bringing him back out. As Kevin Bass steps in. Flies out to center field. Tigers have had a couple missed opportunities. Marky Wags is just overpowered by Langston, his 5th strikeout of the day. And Henderson comes through with a base hit in center field. We have to go for it. We have a left-hander up. And Whitaker does hit lefties well, but he's only 1 for 12 against Langston, so we may as well try to steal. Kind of a pitch out, right? As Henderson is successful. 33rd stolen base. Basically right where he was last year. Although he's coming on strong right now. All right, he's in scoring position, so a base hit from Whitaker ought to score the tying run. Is that too much to ask? It is. Fly ball to center. That's out number 3. All right, Morris. Got to get your shit together, man. We're going to bring in Tom Hume. Like, I would rather have Tom Hume pitch than Jack Morris. At least I know Hume's going to get the ball over the plate as Pate pops it up. First time he's been put out today. There's 1 out. Dave Edler up next. Sending a high fly ball to center field. That's an easy one for Henderson. 2 down. Here is Bruce Bochte. Got the Mariners on the board with the home run. Hits a fly ball to center field, and that'll do it. So good job by Hume. We're going to the 6th. 1-0 Seattle. We need one big hit, and there it is. Sticky Mickey sticking it in the upper deck in left field. His 17th home run. Maybe breaking out of his little mini slump. It's all tied now at 1. Got to get Morris out of there, man. That's the key as Parrish strikes out. 6 Ks for Langston. Gibby slams it right into the dirt. Shortstop Owen makes the play. 2 down. Still have yet to see a home run from Eddie Murray in a Tiger uniform. Striking out on a hard, low-fat slider. I guess it doesn't look like a slider, but that's what they say it is. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 60. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far could be Henderson, but Hatcher does have the solo shot that tied the ball game. So we have a lefty and 2 switch hitters. So we're going to bring in Capizzello. He's going to face Simpson, Reynolds, and Owen. Oh, walks the number 9 hitter. That is not something you see Capizzello do often. He's due for a bad outing, though, I will say that. His ERA, what is it, 0.79 as a runner's in scoring position. That's a second stolen base for Simpson. This feels pretty bad right now. Yeah, that was always going to happen. 2-1. Okay. I mean, we have a left-handed pitcher on the mound, and they're running at will. Like there's nothing we can do to stop them. Oh, the moguling is on now, folks. Owen was thrown out at second base, trying to turn that into a double. What an idiot. All he has to do is stay on first and get a stolen base. Outfield assist for Henderson, though. And then he walks Henderson. Unbelievable. I mean, Capizzello, like I said, is overdue. Now his ERA is up to 110. He gets righties out. I mean, we can leave him in there to get through this. I just did not think he was going to be walking everybody. 7 walks by Tigers pitchers today has really ruined the ball game. As Pagnozzi lines out to short. We're going to the 7th. It's down. Tigers are down 3-1. Got a bunch of crap due up. Dawson strikes out. 8th strikeout. Kevin Bass has one of the Tigers' hits today, popping out to to Reynolds at second. And then Mark Wagner, strikeout looking. Unbelievable. We are absolutely pitiful. Capizzello, that's his worst ball game of the season, I would think. Take a look at his log. Yeah, he hasn't given up a run since before the All-Star break. He was a Tiger representative in the All-Star game. So giving up 1 run in 20 innings, you can't really be mad at him. Bad time to suck it, though. We're going to bring in Dave Smith. He had a bad game. Was it yesterday's game? Sorry. Yeah, he gave up a run yesterday. He's had some rough outings. Took a loss yesterday. And Bob Pate's 2 for 2 against him. Strikes out Pate this time. There's 1 down. Next up is Dave Edler. Smith jams Edler. Popping it up at the plate. 2 outs. Here's Bruce Bochte. Ground ball to Mickey. Hatcher throws him out. They're going to bring in a defensive replacement. John Moses. Who is John Moses, you might be asking? Yeah. Speedy defensive guy. Okay. Top of the 8th inning. Tigers absolutely got nothing going on. Henderson walks. We're down 2 runs. Stolen base doesn't mean shit. So we're going to hit and run. Can Lou make contact? Hey, base hit up the middle. There we go. First and third. Henderson. Hit and run, Henderson. You're Henderson. Why are you not on third base? The worst base runner on our team is Rickey Henderson. And there's a double play from Hatcher. So a missed opportunity, getting the first 2 batters on. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to bring in Comstock. I was looking at Comstock yesterday. I mean, he's been great all year. But look at his health. It's 59. This guy is about ready to break down. I was thinking about just maybe sending him down until the end of the month and bringing back Bruce Robbins. But we really can't afford it. We're not pitching well in general right now. As Joe Simpson leads off the bottom of the 8th by grounding out to Whitaker. There's 1 down. Reynolds rips it into left field on a line for the 2nd out. And Spike Owen strikes out. Good job by Kami. We're going to the 9th inning. Tigers are down by 2. Mark Langston had 104 pitches with 9 Ks. In some ways, even more dominant than Jim Beatty yesterday. Gibson leading off, flying out to left field. This game is already over. Murray and Dawson up next. Murray, base hit into right. We're going to take out Dawson. And we're going to give Howard Johnson his first career at bat. You may want to take a look at Howard Johnson here. 21 years old. He was a rookie in 1982, the season we're playing. So 1983, this was his rookie card for Flair. And I want to say he did bat like 280 or 300 or something in his, whatever, 100-plus at-bats. He's a switch hitter, and we love Hojo. I was so upset when they traded him in real life. Wild pitch allows Murray to go to second base. This feels like they're going to give us a run just to tease us. If they're going to give us a wild pitch, they'll give us a run here as Johnson flies out to right. We're not tagging. We're going to let Kevin Bass swing away. Yeah. I mean, it was like the pattern of this game is so obvious. We're not going to go for 2. We should, actually. Do we want to go for 2? They brought him in for defensive purposes. 60% chance. 60% is like 10%. So we're going to leave him at first, and they're bringing in Manny Sarmiento. So this is playing out exactly like it did yesterday. And we're going to take out Wagner. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. That is one of the worst games we've had all year. We're going to bring in the lefty Greg Brock. The Brock Nest Monster with 1 swing of the bat can give us the lead. Lefty versus righty. 2 down, runners on first. Tigers lose. Yeah, they just teased us with that base hit. Tigers lose 3-2. How bad are we now? Okay, well, New York loses as well. They stay 4 games back. Seattle is within 1 game of Kansas City. Has there been a team that's ever coughed it up like Kansas City is? I mean, I know the Philadelphia Phillies, the Gene Mauch coach, was it 1960? Where they gave up like a big lead with a month to go. Kansas City, we got to look at this team. I mean, their biggest problem is they don't have, they have all of their good players in the minor leagues. They brought up a bunch of schlubs for no reason at all. The pitchers have fallen apart. Look at this. This is their ERAs. So, they have no one to blame but themselves. Dennis Leonard hasn't won a ball game since the All-Star break. He's been sitting on 14 wins. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm still getting over the vid. Okay. There's no injuries, but John Montague is retiring from California at the ripe old age of 34. He hasn't played since we started our simulation. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. That's a tough loss. Their number 5 starter beat us, and their ace beat us, and they beat us bad. Player of the game, we're going to give it to Hatcher for having his 17th home run on the season. Jack Morris, absolute freaking trash. If I could trade him right now, I would trade him in a moment. He is worthless to us. Capizzello had a bad game. That was going to happen sooner or later. Still our best reliever. Good job by the rest of our bullpen picking up the slack. Mark Langston, 15-10. That might be the league leading 15th win. 9 strikeouts in 8 2/3 innings, and Sarmiento comes in, throws 3 pitches, gets a save. That's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow, Game 3 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.